हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। आज से हम स्टार्ट करेंगे इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ क्लास 12। आफ्टर इंटीग्रेशन हम मूव ऑन करेंगे अदर चैप्टर्स पे, फंक्शन, लिमिट्स, डेरिवेटिव्स एंड अदर चैप्टर्स। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई एम स्टार्टिंग इंटीग्रेशन। सो इंटीग्रेशन में आपके दो चैप्टर हैं। इंटीग्रेशन में आपके पास दो चैप्टर है। पहला चैप्टर आपका होता है इनडेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन, indefinite इंटीग्रेशन। एंड सेकेंड चैप्टर होता है आपका डेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन। ओके, आपके पास दो चैप्टर होते हैं, इनडेफिनेट एंड डेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन। हम स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं फर्स्ट चैप्टर कॉल्ड इनडेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इनडेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन को समझने से पहले हमें एक आध टर्म है जिसको समझना इम्पोर्टेंट है यहाँ। जैसे फर्स्ट टर्म है आपका प्रिमिटिव एंड इसी को कहते हैं अदर टर्म में एंटी डेरिवेटिव। ओके, एंटी डेरिवेटिव और एंटी डेरिवेटिव, और इसी का अलग नाम है व्हाट, इंटीग्रल। दिस इज इंटीग्रल, दिस इज प्रिमिटिव एंड दिस इज एंटी डेरिवेटिव। ओके, what is primitive or what is anti-derivative or what is integral? So suppose you have a function. Okay, you have a function phi of x. Okay, I'm writing fn for short form of function. Okay, so you can understand. So a function phi of x is called a primitive. Is called what? It is called a primitive or an anti-derivative or an integral of a function phi of x if derivative of phi of x function gives you function f of x. So this is a condition. But what does this definition says? That if you got a function, okay, अगर आपके पास एक फंक्शन है phi of x, इसे हम कहेंगे कि प्रिमिटिव है किसी फंक्शन f of x का, अगर अगर if हमें मिल जाए क्या, डेरिवेटिव ऑफ phi of x फंक्शन इज इक्वल टू f of x फंक्शन। एग्जाम्पल लेके समझते हैं, एग्जाम्पल से बेहतर समझ में आएगा इसके बारे में। सपोज आपके पास एक फंक्शन है, मैं एग्जाम्पल लेके जा रहा हूँ। आपके पास एक फंक्शन है phi of x is given to you as x3/3 and given to you f of x function as x square. Now question is that is phi of x a primitive? Is phi of x a primitive of f of x? क्या phi of x एक primitive है फंक्शन f of x का? तो check this. We just need to what? Take the derivative of phi of x function. So when you take derivative of phi of x function, what will happen? 1/3, because it is constant, and derivative of x cube is 3x square. Yes, this 3 will be cancelled and we will get x squared, and this is nothing but this is equal to the given function f of x. So what we got a relation phi dash x, so derivative of phi of x function comes out to be f of x function. Yes, we got this condition. By the definition of primitive, we can say what, phi of x is a what, is a primitive, is a primitive of function f of x. So ये था primitive का मीनिंग। हम फर्दर इससे आगे मूव करते हैं और हम ये समझते हैं कि अगर एक फंक्शन का एक प्रिमिटिव आता है, अगर आपको एक प्रिमिटिव मिल जाए तो क्या उसके सिर्फ यूनिक प्रिमिटिव होता है? मीनिंग इज प्रिमिटिव यूनिक? क्वेश्चन ये है, इज प्रिमिटिव यूनिक? आंसर है नो। नो, प्रिमिटिव इज नॉट यूनिक। क्यों? सपोज let phi of x be a primitive of function f of x. Okay, of function f of x. Let me function f of x. A function f of x. Okay, and let c be any constant. Okay, and this c belongs to, you should know, this c belongs to the real number. Okay, c is a constant. Then what will happen if you take the derivative of this whole term? If you take the derivative, that is, you can write dy dx plus c, or you can also write this way derivative. Then what will happen? This derivative will distribute over each term and we will get this expression. Okay, so what will happen? This part will become what? Since phi of x, we know that phi of x was what? It was the primitive of f of x function. So this derivative of phi of x will be f of x. Yes, so we can write this as f of x plus derivative of c. C is what? Constant. And we know that the definition, by definition of derivative is nothing but the rate of change of any function. Yes, then if c is a constant function, then there will be no changes, so the change in the constant c would be 0. So we got f of x plus 0, that is f of x. So what we got? We got that phi of x plus c, this this derivative is equal to f of x. By definition of primitive, phi of x plus c, sorry, not equal, phi of x plus c is also a what? Primitive of function f of x. And since this c belongs to real number, which implies that c has infinite choices. Yes, because c belongs to real number, so you can take any value from real number. So it got how many choices? Infinite choices. So which implies that primitive, uh, okay, yeah, which implies primitive is not unique. And we got that phi of x plus c is the collection, also we can say, or we can say the other word is the family of all primitives of function f of x. Okay, we can say phi of x plus c, this phi of x plus c is a family of all primitives of function f of x. Why? You just go and changing the value of c. आप c का वैल्यू चेंज करते जाए C की जगह आप कोई वैल्यू ले सकते हैं बिकॉज C belongs to real number and real number contains every number whether it is irrational or rational. So you can take C as any value, negative, positive, rational, irrational, and you will get the all the primitives. So that is the collection of or the family of all primitives of function f of x. So now we are ready to define the definition called indefinite integral. Yes, now we are ready to define indefinite integral. What is indefinite integral? So you have function, let f of x be a function, be a function. Okay, you have got a function f of x. Then okay, let me write downside, space is not there. So then the then the then the then the family of what, and the family of all its, what is its means, its here represents f of x. Yes, the family of all its primitives, the family of all its primitives, or you can say antiderivative, or you can say integral, is called the indefinite, sorry, indefinite integral. Okay, this is called indefinite integral, and and it is denoted, it is denoted by, how it is denoted, it is denoted integration f of x dx. Okay, this is a denotation. Okay, okay, if it's not visible, I'm writing once more, f of x dx. This is a denotation for what? Indefinite integral, indefinite integral. Okay, so we got by the definition, we understood. Yes, okay, now from this definition and above definition of primitives, we conclude something called what, if we know that if we take the derivative of phi of x function plus c, we get what, we got f of x. No, we just proved above, which implies here that integration of f of x function dx is equal to phi of x plus c. Okay, okay, let me take a different pencil. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, and this c here now, in this expression, the c is called what, constant. And since we are doing what, integration, yeah, constant of, we say constant of integration. Okay, I think you understood till here, आपको समझ में आ गया होगा यहाँ तक. मैं फर्दर यहाँ से मूव करता हूँ आगे, और कुछ फॉर्मूलास, जो बेसिक फॉर्मूलास है, अब हम समझते हैं. डेफिनेशन क्लियर होगा, मुझे लगता है कि मैंने बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किया डेफिनेशंस और प्रिमिटिव्स के बारे में. अब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं, जो कि फॉर्मूलास है, इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर्मूलास जो यहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है इंटीग्रेशन के क्वेश्चंस का सिलसिला. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल राइट सम फंडामेंटल इंटीग्रेशन फॉर्मूलास, फंडामेंटल इंटीग्रेशन formulas. Okay, formulas. First we write something in the some fundamental integration formulas. Okay, so we have we have got integration x to the power n dx. Okay, so this formula is x to the power n plus, you just need to increase the power by 1 and divide by n plus 1, and we have got one constant of c. This formula is applicable for every value of n except one value. Okay, this value should not be there, n equal to -1. If the value of n is -1, you have to apply other formula. Okay, this formula is not applicable. Why it is not applicable for n equal to -1? Because you can see in right hand side it is in denominator it is n plus 1, and if you put -1 in place of n, you will get -1 plus 1, that is 0, and division by 0 is not allowed in mathematics. Okay, now so now what if n becomes -1? What if n becomes -1? So it will be x power -1, which will be 1 upon x dx, and so this formula is logarithm of mod x plus c. Okay, sometimes it is also written as ln x plus c. Okay, because this logarithm here, the logarithm base is e. Okay, we don't write by default, it is understood that the base is e, so that's why it is also equal to ln. Ln means natural logarithm. Okay, we have got two logarithms, natural and common. Yes, common represents to base 10, and wait, I'll write here. Okay, common logarithm represents to base 10, you are finding. Okay, and there is one called logarithm natural logarithm, it is the base e. Okay, base e of any value you are finding. Okay, so this is, and what is e here? You should know e is nothing but e is called Euler's number. Okay, Euler's number, and the value of e is approximation 2.71, and you should know this is irrational. This is irrational. This is what? Irrational numbers. Okay, please remember this. Now we'll move on to next formula of integration. So integration of e power x dx. So this formula is ex plus c. Why these formulas are coming this way? See, you should know integration is nothing but integration. You can say in other word, integration in your simple language, integration is the reverse reverse process of what? Different differentiation. Okay, so we know that differentiation of e power x, we get e power x. That's why integration e power x dx is equal to e power x. Okay, and plus c, obviously there should be a constant of integration. We'll move on to next formula. I think you understood this, the logic behind these formulas. Okay, you just need to differentiate actually, because see, integration of 1 upon x dx is log x. Why? Because you should know differentiation of log x is 1 upon x, and you all might have learned the chapter differentiation, so I no need to like say here something, no. So next formula comes the integration of a power x. Here now the base is a, not the e. Okay, then the formula becomes this way: a power x. Okay, you have to divide by logarithm of this a, and base is here e. Okay, you should know. Also you should know here this a is greater than 0, a is not equal to 1. This is by definition of it. Okay, when we learn function and all, this is by definition of that, domain and range. Okay, next formula, that is called, now we will start with called trigo trigono trigonometric formulas of integration. trigonometric formulas of integration. So here first start with integration of sin x dx. So you should know, when you differentiate what, cosine x, you get minus sin sorry, not plus, minus sin x. So integration of sin x would be, this negative will go that side, and you will get minus of cosine x. So the integration will be minus cosine x plus c. Let's move to next formula. Okay. mm, Let me change the pen color. Okay, so next formula is integration cosine of x dx. So remember, which function you differentiate, that you get cosine x. When you differentiate sine of x, you get cosine of x. So this is the answer for integration of cosine x. Okay, now next formula comes integration secant square x dx. So when you differentiate tangent of x, you get secant square x. So this is the formula. See, if you remember the formulas of differentiation, and if you are good at differentiation, then integration will be quite easier. These formulas will be quite easier for you. Okay, so I request you to first learn the differentiation thoroughly. Okay, डिफरेंशिएशन आपको अच्छे से आना चाहिए, क्योंकि इंटीग्रेशन जो है निर्भर करता है पूरे पूरे डिफरेंशिएशन पे। अगर डिफरेंशिएशन आपका स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा तो इंटीग्रेशन ऑटोमेटिकली आपके लिए थोड़ा ईजी हो जाएगा, वरना इंटीग्रेशन थोड़ा टफ है एज कम्पेयर टू अदर चैप्टर्स of calculus. Okay, let's move on to next formula. Integration, it is secant of x into tangent of x dx. So this formula is, if you differentiate secant of x, you get secant x into tangent of x. Now next formula is integration of cosecant square x dx. So we know that differentiation of cotangent gives you what, gives you what, cot x plus c is gives you what, minus cos x. So minus will come here. Next formula, let's move to next formula. Okay, next formula is integration cosecant x into cotangent x dx, which will be equal to minus cosecant x plus c. So this is the formula. Now let's move to there are some more formulas related to inverse trigonometry, related to inverse trigono inverse trigonometry inverse trigonometry. Okay, trigonometry. But for the time being, I'm not giving you these formulas, because we'll understand that formulas afterwards. First, we will just talk on this, I think 10 to 11 formulas I've given, no, integration formula and the basic algebraic formulas. So the inverse trigonometry formulas we will see afterwards. First we will do some questions. Okay, today I'll just do some simple questions only. Okay, let's move to some now. Let's go to questions. कुछ सिंपल क्वेश्चंस कर लेते हैं पहले, उसके बाद हम मूव ऑन करेंगे डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस पे। आज हम बस इस लेक्चर में तो बस सिंपल क्वेश्चन कर लेते हैं, नेक्स्ट लेक्चर से हम टफ क्वेश्चंस और मॉडरेट लेवल क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, और वो क्वेश्चंस भी करेंगे जो जेई में आए हुए हैं और जो जैम आईटी जैम में आ चुके हैं। सो नाउ द इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ x पावर 4 dx इज व्हाट, you just need to add one value to this 4. Okay, so 4 plus 1 divide by what, this 4 plus 1. Okay, this same value and constant of integration, so you get the answer x power 5 upon 5 plus c. This is the value of integration. Number 2, let's take second question as integration square root of x dx. This is also so simple. You just need to break this square root into in terms of power of x. Okay, so this is, we know that the square root of x is nothing but x power half. So you will get what, x half plus 1 upon half plus 1 plus c. Now when you add half to 1, you would get the answer x 3 upon 2, and this denominator also you will get 3 upon 2 plus c. You will get 2 upon c x 3 upon 2. Okay, this is the answer, and plus c, a constant of integration. Let's take third question. Integration a power 3 log of a x dx. When you look this question, there comes in mind that whether this question belongs to this formula, but absolutely not. Okay, why? There is a property in logarithm. There is a property in logarithm chapter. What? That any number to the base log of same base. Okay, the base of log is also same base to this power base. Okay, and suppose here is x, so we get the these two are cancelled and we get simply x. Okay, so we have to apply this only, but before that we have to apply the power rule of, because this 3 is outside and 3 shouldn't, number shouldn't be outside here, and we know the power rule of logarithm is what? This no, this power is, yes, so we have given this power is given this side, so we have to apply the reverse formula. Okay, we need to take this back n, so here we have to take this 3 back to the uh, x, so this 3 will go to the power of x, so it will become x cube dx. Now we can see this formula matching now, so this is cancelled and we get integration x cube dx. Now you can apply the power rule of integration, so you will get what? You would get x plus 3 3 plus 1 plus c, and we got x power 4 upon 4 plus c. So this is the solution, and for today I will stop here with this some basic questions and formulas. अगले क्लास में हम इसके आगे का क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, और जो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट फार्मूलाज जो मैंने आज दिए हैं, प्लीज़ उसको आप पढ़ें, रिमेंबर करें, और नेक्स्ट क्लास में आप फिर से आएँ और हम आगे क्वेश्चन लेके जाएंगे। हम सारे क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन करेंगे, चाहे वो स्कूल लेवल पे हो, या वो जेई लेवल पे हो, या चाहे आईआईटी जैम लेवल पे हो, हम सब क्वेश्चन करेंगे। तब तक के लिए आप देखते रहें मेरी वीडियो। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग माई वीडियो।